friends, it is Kara here with Kinsley's Creative Palette, and I am showing y'all today. Let me close this up so you can see. This kit is on the website right now. It is $24.99. Comes with 7 full pieces for your tiered tray, and I'm going to paint it live today. But what's super cool about this kit is my friend Amy Taylor over at Lulu Bean Designs, who actually designed the kit. She showed me how to use marker board and dry erase board as my backing, so I don't have to paint white. Friends, hallelujah, no white. So this is the kit, and I wanted to show you with every physical order that ships that's not a membership order, so a home decor box or a virtual paint party sign, I send a little thank you. Okay, they're always different. This is the one that I just grabbed and put in this kit, but you never know what you're going to get, but you always get a little thank you gift with every single order. So any physical order that I ship that's just a retail order off my website comes with a sweet surprise. This is what comes in this kit. It comes with some makeup sponges, super glue, twine, and then it comes with all of your pieces. So the only thing that you're really going to need is paint. Now I am doing something a little bit different today. I'm going to use Mod Podge and scrapbook paper. Sorry. Guys, I was going to give y'all the link to the product. Give me just a second. Let me grab that. Thought I had it copied, but I guess I didn't. So if you want to check this product out, if you'd like to purchase, I have some of these ready to go. And I can ship those out in the next day or so. So there is the product. Let me know when you jump on, and I would love it if you would sprinkle the video and let your friends know. But I'm going to dive into this kit and show you all the fun stuff and what comes with it. So can y'all hear me okay? I'm hoping. My friend that I usually text and ask, she's out of town. Let me just cut this open. And if you jump on, you need to let StreamYard know that it's okay for me to see your name. So this is what the kit looks like. This is how it ships. And I am just going to dive in. So I put it on one of these cute little trays. You can use this for your paint. And you can also reuse this little piece of twine. You could use it to hang that sweet little thank you gift. But I wanted to show you these. These are the pieces that normally I would paint white, but since they were cut on marker board, I don't have to. And this kit is a little bit bigger than some of them. Some of them come with like 5 pieces. This one comes with 7. And when I say pieces, it comes with like 7 full elements for your tray. So I'm just going to kind of get all of my little pieces out and see what all we have here. We've got 2 tags. We have this that says hanging with my peeps. We have this piece, which goes with, I believe it goes with this one. Yep. Okay, so that's going to be my frame for that piece. And we've got a frame for this piece. And this is our little truck. This truck is so cute. We've got the truck, and then it's got the peeps in the back. So you see that. And then we've also over here on the tag, we have, oh wait, this one goes here, I think. Honey Bunny. And then we have these little pieces that you can either do at the top or the bottom. Amy had hers at the bottom, and then she had one of these cute little bunnies. I'm trying to see which bunny goes where. Oh, okay. This bunny goes here, and this bunny, I believe, goes right here. Hello, friends. Thank y'all for jumping on. I was trying to look real quick. Oh, no, I'm wrong. The big bunny goes here, and the little bunny goes here. Sorry, I had to jump over and look. And then there's some cute little wording. So right here, you've got O for Peep's sake. Let me put these little pieces. And if I don't say hi to you, it's because I don't know who it is commenting. And if you'll let StreamYard know it's okay, I can talk to you. Okay, so this says O for Peep's sake. And move these. There's lots of little pieces, but they will come all ready to paint. Okay, so I'm just going to show y'all what it looks like before we paint it, and then we're going to jump in. This way I could kind of get all my pieces together. These go up here. This would be really cute if you only had like 4 family members. You could paint it like mom, dad, you know, like put bow ties or whatever. You could do that if you wanted to. That would be super cute. Okay, I think this is upside down. Sake. All right, so the reason I'm laying all this out beforehand is I'm going to figure out my paint colors so that I can like whip through it. Okay, and here's his bow tie, which I did with the white. Okay, so I've got a bunch of paint colors over here. You can use all Posca pens if you wanted to. I'm going to use paint. I'm going to use a bunch of different colors, but then I'm also going to use my Poscas. So I'm just going to put some of this out on the plate. I'm going to show you how I paint it. Now, I picked some scrapbook paper for my bunnies, and I think I'm going to do these with the scrapbook paper. Haven't 100% decided yet, but while I start putting some paint on, I probably need to figure that out because we're going to use Mod Podge. So I grabbed a cup of Mod Podge. I have like a big pump bottle of Mod Podge, and so I just put a little bit over here. I'm just going to apply it with a regular paintbrush, and then I'm going to show you the scrapbook paper I grabbed. So it was all kind of different. I just kind of looked through what I had, and some of this is like heavier duty, more like cardstock. I really wanted the thinner stuff, but I will just work with what I have. So I think what I want to do, let me see how many bunnies there are. There's 6. I think I want to do these 3. So this is like a pink stripe, a blue stripe, and this right here is like a gingham, which, friends, I was looking back today through some pictures of my kiddos when they were little. And I did a lot of gingham. Like that's kind of how I got started years ago, was embroidering and appliquing their clothes. And so every time one of those pictures comes up, I'm like, oh, they were so cute. Not that they're not cute now, but like they're just, it's different. So let me go ahead and start on this so these can be drying. Because what we're going to do, hello, Sharon. Hello, Karen. Okay, what we're going to do is we are going to let the Mod Podge dry, and then we're going to come back and sand it off. So I'm going to get some scissors. I'm going to cut 2 pieces that are about this size. I need 2 of each. And friends, I'm not like the queen of Mod Podge, but I do love the idea of simple patterns, and I'm kind of changing things up. Set those there. I'm going to set these here. Let's see. I think I can get 2 bunnies out of this. I really wanted to use, I'll tell y'all, I've kind of gotten obsessed. Miss Tracy over at I think it's the Napkin Club. She's got me obsessed with napkinizing, and you're like, what the heck is that? It's where you use printed napkins and you Mod Podge and do fun stuff with them. And I really wanted to use napkins. Oh, you know what? I want the stripes to go this way. So let me do this. I really wanted to use napkins, but I didn't have any in the patterns and colors I wanted. So I'll be more prepared next time. Hopefully I'll go get some more napkins. If you would like to get this set, it is on my website. And you can grab the link Also, I've got a reveal coming up next week. It'll be on Tuesday night, and I would love it if y'all would join us. We will be live, but if you go to textkara.com, you can get it set up so that all you have to do is text me the word hello, and I will add you to the list. And when I go live, I'll shoot you a quick message and say, hey, I'm going live. Come join me. Okay, I got something on there. Let me get that off. Okay, so I just glued that down, Mod Podged it down. That's what is in my little cup right here. And you know what? I kind of want to soak this because I'm realizing is this cardstock paper is going to be a little bit harder to do. I'm not the expert Mod Podger. So if you you're probably much better than me, but I'm kind of pushing down so that I can see the edges and so that it kind of starts to tear those edges. Let me show you up close. See how you can see the outline? I kind of did it heavy because that paper is pretty thick. So let me set my next one down. And you can fussy cut this so that it only shows, so that you have the stripes and things going the way you want them to. I'm just going to soak this paper in Mod Podge. All right, I'm going to set that one off to the side. Hello, sweet friends. Okay, next. My phone's going crazy right now. All right, let's do this one. Okay. All right. Set that off to the side. Just a couple more. This is going to be the little banner pieces. It'll be so cute. Something on my hand. Let me wash this off real quick. It's like the glue residue and it's getting all over my paper. I don't want it on my paper. Okay. Uh-oh. I didn't quite go down to the bottom. It slipped. So I've got a little area down here that's not going to be covered in paper. Y'all be more careful than me, okay? All right, next. Hello, Susan from Indiana. Hello, Miss Diana. So everybody, I'm so excited. I just shot an email out to all of the members. Boxes are scheduled for pickup today. We got done with everything yesterday, and I'm so excited. The reveal will be next Tuesday night. It will be at 6 Eastern, 7 Central. Hope everyone can join us. There's something on that. Okay. All right. I'm just going to keep moving. Friends, I am heavy coating this just because I want it to soak through that paper. So it's easier for me to sand those edges. I did grab a sanding block. It is right here if you don't know what a sanding block is. I did grab that so that I could use it when we're all done. Okay, so for now, it looks like we just have pieces of scrapbook paper. We're going to let those sit for a little while. And do you know what I did? I went through the studio yesterday and I picked up all of my rags that I usually use. I'm going to do some water right around these edges. I picked up all the rags that I usually use, and now I don't have any of my dry or my microfiber cloths. All right, friends. I'll wet that paper right around the edges. I'm just going to kind of brush this on So it'll start getting ready to tear. I think that'll be good. Let me set that one off to the side. I got a little bit of residue on it, so I might need to go back and do that one. All right. So, but yeah, so I have no rags right now. Ah! Well, hello, Erin from Mississippi. Hello, Alicia from Florida. Not really from Florida, but I'm going to say that because that's where she is right now. Okay, friends, so let's get started. I'm going to use purple on several of these. So I'm just going to grab a few elements and because I kind of want to mix it up, I'm going to grab a few elements and paint purple. Too much water in my brush. Get some of that out. Y'all give me just a second. I'm going to go grab a new towel. The cute cowboy gnome. What cowboy gnome? I don't think I know what you're talking about. Deanna, I don't think I have a cute cowboy gnome. You'll have to let me know what you're talking about because I don't know if that's me. All right, got that. I'm going to paint one of these little bunnies purple. I'm going to be real careful not to paint all of them. Purple. Okay. No, I don't think that was me. I don't think I posted that. May have been another creative friend. Okay, I'm going to get the green and I was going to paint these purple. So I'm just kind of grouping my stuff together. So like all of the things I just grabbed, I'm painting purple. That way I can kind of paint it all at once, like batch paint, if you will. I'm going to go ahead and put another coat on here. Drying pretty quickly. All right, now I'm going to switch to green. I'll do a green peep right here. There's a green. I'll do a green peep right here. Might be a little bit bright. Let me add some white to that green. Friends, that's my favorite way to change my colors is I like to pick, especially if I'm doing ombre, I like to pick a dark color and then start adding white to it to get it the way I want it. So this is a little bit too dark, not quite pastel-y enough. So I'm just going to mix some white with it. There we go. Now it's not so like neon green. There's that. And I think I'll go back over this little one. There we go. And then what color? Let's see. That's going to go there. I think I'll do this big peep in this green too. Yes, Karen, I know that Eric will take all the bunnies. He loves the bunnies. He loves all the bunnies. All right, so I've got some of those pieces painted. These purples are almost dry, so I'm going to do another quick coat of purple. So it's good and covered. And then I'm going to set these off to the side and let them dry. Move on to another color. Thank you so much for sprinkling. If y'all want to see the reveal on Tuesday night of our third DIY home decor box, let me know. All you have to do is go to textkara.com and send me the word reveal, and I will make sure that you get put on the list to be notified when it's time for the reveal. This box is going to be, well, say it's going to be, it's already on the way. I mean, already, some of them are already shipped out. So I guess this box is super farmhousey, but it's also kind of spunky. So if y'all have followed me for a while, you know, I tend to, I don't know, I use humor a lot. And anyway, I thought this one was a little bit spunky and fun. I'm doing a second quick coat of this green, just kind of mixing my white and my green. Now, what I should have done, had I been thinking about it and I brought it over with me and I just didn't do it, is taping all these little pieces down. Okay, so there's those. Oh, I forgot to put another coat of purple on this bunny. And then I don't want to lose his eyes, so I'm actually going to take a toothpick and I'm going to that little area where his eyes are and they're kind of scored. I'm just going to clean the paint out right there. His eyes and his nose. I guess that's his mouth. I don't know if that's his nose or his mouth. All right, so next I'm going to do pink because pink is my favorite color. All-time favorite color. So I've got this kind of a bright pink, but I'm probably going to tone it down. This is one of my very favorite pinks. It's peony pink, and they have discontinued it. So if you want peony pink, you actually have to go and have it mixed. I need to bring some more white paint to my table. Why is it white I'm always out of? Only because I mix it with everything. All right. So I think this big Peep bunny, I want him to be yellow. Some yellow. Some turquoise in my life. I think I want him to be turquoise, actually. Let me put some turquoise out here, too. All right. I'm going to grab some of this white and mix it with some of this turquoise. There we go. And that makes a color very similar to this. So I'm going to paint this bunny. And friends, you can use the makeup sponges if you want to. I just picked up a brush because I had it here. I'm going to do turquoise for my Peep. You can use whatever you want to, but the makeup sponges are really good if, let me show you my favorite way. My favorite way to use the makeup sponges with these kits are you take a piece of painter's tape and you tape it down. Well, you tape it so that the sticky side is up. And then these pieces, you can actually just pop them right onto here. And then with your makeup sponge, let me get one of those and show you. With your makeup sponge, you can just dab it. So like I can go into my paint. Let me get some of this, mix this up. And I can just dab it. And then I can just dab it right on. I can use it like a paintbrush and paint it on. And when you, okay, so a lot of times my kits only come with 2 or 3 makeup sponges. And you're like, well, Kara, I want to use more colors than that. That's okay. Let me show you what you're going to do. All right, I need to get more white. All right. I'm going to dab some on here. Okay, so let's say that we're done with the turquoise, but we still need to use our makeup sponge and paint some more. All you have to do is cut it down. And now you have a fresh, clean makeup sponge area. All right, so then you can just go to your next paint color. So I'm going to go to pink because that's where I was going a minute ago. And I just opened the bottle this time and I am getting all this white paint out. So I hope that that helped someone. All right, I'm going to grab these And what other things do I want to do? I want to do a Peep in pink. I think I want to do my frames in gray. And I want to do my truck in pink. So let me put my truck on here. And let's put these Peeps on here, this Peep. And these little pieces. Stick them on. And then I'm going to use my brush. It's my fave. We're going to do this pink. So I've got my pink here. I've got my peony pink. I'm going to mix it with white. And I'll do that over here in case I need to use straight pink again. All right, so now I have a fun pink. And I'm just going to brush it on this truck. I'm going to brush it on the whole thing. And then I'll go back and I'll make the wheels black. Same thing on here. Okay. Now I am going to want to put a second coat on here. I'm just kind of brushing it on because it's drying pretty fast. If not, you can hit it with a blow dryer. And then for my words, I was trying to see, this is going to be on here. What word color do I want on there? Looking up there, I think I might want, dark pink or purple. I think I want purple. Now I'm going to paint this little bunny, this little Peep pink. And then I'll go back and I'll paint those words purple. Remember, if you get paint in your little like eyes and mouth, all you have to do is take your toothpick and scrape it out. Now I'm going to get a little bit of pink paint right there. So I'm going to fix that real quick. Let me grab my purple right there. I'm looking at this purple and I like it, but I feel like it's a little bit dark. I'm going to add a little bit of white and go over my purple again. I think I will use the straight purple though. Yes, I like that better. All right, so I went with light purple, but I think I will use the straight dark purple for O for Peep's sake so you can see it better. But I think with this one, yeah, I'm going to paint it the lighter. That's what I love about paint is like you can be so creative and you can change it up and you can buy the same kit and paint it so many different ways. You could do completely like dark Easter colors, like, well, I say dark, like really dark pink, dark purple, dark teal. Do all of that instead if you wanted to. All right, and then I'm going to do this one. Now, I do think I'll leave the banner. I had the banner the darker purple. I think I might leave it the darker. All right, so I'm going to let those dry. Some paint boogies in that. Okay, so let me see what this is going to look like. Got this one, which is the honey bunny piece. And I'm going to put this on it. I think I might want to lighten that too. Yep, let's lighten that. So what's everybody up to? Are y'all enjoying the spring weather? I was so glad when I could put my flip-flops on again. But then it got really cold. It was funny because I guess it was last week. Yeah, last Thursday, Friday. It was like 30-something degrees. I thought, man, we go from this amazing weather to 30-something degrees. I didn't really like that part of it. All right, friends. Okay, I'm going to let that sit for a second. I'm going to go back to my pink and do a second coat of pink on all of this pink stuff. There we go. It's rainy and chilly there. Well, I walked outside a few minutes ago. Oh, I gotta tell y'all what happened this morning. Friends, I was sitting at my desk over in the corner of the studio, and I had the door open because when I run the laser, it smells like smoke. And so any nice day I get, I try to open the door and kind of air it out. And a bird flew in. A bird. I have not found the bird. I never saw it leave. I'm afraid it's knocked out somewhere, like behind a box, or I don't know. Couldn't find the bird. So if a bird wakes up during the live and comes and poops on me, y'all will know why. It's because I had a bird in the studio this morning. There's never a dull moment. Never a dull moment. And I have birds in my house. Like we have pet birds, but it's not the same as having a wild bird in your studio. It kind of freaked me out. So, yeah. So I'm just painting some more turquoise. I ran out. So I'm getting some more. And a little bit of white to it. Yeah, so the bird in the studio. How many of y'all are going to come to the retreat next month? Can't wait to see and hug y'all's necks. We're going to do 2 fun projects, have lunch, and a lot of time socializing. How long does it take to cut everything for the tiered tray set? Is that what you're asking me, Karen? It depends on what laser you're using, like what kind. Whether you're using like a big laser or you're using like a Glowforge. And then it also depends on the details. So if there's a lot of detail, then it'll take a little bit longer. Okay, I'm gonna grab this and start sanding it. I'm probably not going to sand all of them, so you won't be able to see all of them finished. But all I'm going to do is I'm just going to sand around it until the paper kind of starts to break away. Just my hand had paint on it. Oh my gosh, Erin, that is so funny. Erin said she had a lizard in her workshop last week. He came to my paint table and drank water from the water container. You've got to be careful when you're using the Mod Podge because if your hands are dirty and they stick to it, like I had paint on it, it'll stick to the top layer of that Mod Podge. But you're just going to sand all the way around like this. Let me show you. And I would do this over a trash can, but you can see how after you sand it, it's going to just have that smooth edge, and you can even make that kind of vintage if you go back around it with a dry brush. Now, don't be like me and get stuff on here. If you do, if you grab it quickly and you take water, you can kind of get whatever you get on the top layer off. Okay, so that's what we're going to do when we sand. First time here from Kentucky. Well, hello, Amy. What is going to be my 5th color? Let's see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 yellow. That's my 5th color. So let me put some yellow on here. So I'm going to do my 5th color yellow for my bunny. Or, yeah, my last bunny. Let me put some more of this purple on here. And then we'll switch and paint our yellow. And I'll start gluing some of these on. I would love it if y'all would sprinkle this video with your friends and show them a creative outlet today, because we all need it, friends. We all need that creative outlet. Well, hello, Cindy from South Carolina. All right, I'm going to switch to my yellow. Now, friends, when you're painting yellow, yellow tends to be a very transparent color. And so I always add white to my yellow. You don't have to, but if you add white to that first coat, all the rest of the coats go on better. You can also do gray underneath, red and yellow, and it tends to work really well. So I'm going to do a quick white and grab some yellow. Do just a super fast coat on there. I don't know what else I'm going to paint yellow. Wondering. Melissa says she's in South Carolina too. Well, welcome. From South Carolina, we got all the South Carolina girls in the house this afternoon. Okay, let me pick this up, knock some of that paint out of those holes, grab my toothpick and kind of clean it up. I never realized how handy a toothpick would be crafting until I started doing all these pieces that have all these little details. Okay, spread that off. All right, as soon as this is dry, I'm going to use my black Posca pen and I'm going to paint my wheels. So I'm just going to paint my wheels black. Now, if you're like, what is a Posca pen? Comment below and I will send you a link to my Amazon shop. Friends, they are life-changing. They are the best paint markers I've ever used. Thank you so much, Amy. I appreciate that. But they are the best paint markers I've ever used. Okay, I think I hear the bird somewhere. And they come in like every color under the sun. All right, there's that. And then there was something else I was going to color black. Oh, I was going to go ahead and do my words. So I've got these. They're already etched. So all I have to do, they're Posca, P-O-S-C-A. All I have to do is pick what color I want these to be and then go over them. And by using this marker board, it's already white. It cuts down on your paint time so much. Y'all know it takes like 3 or 4, sometimes even 5 coats of white paint on raw wood. And it does depend on what paint you use, what brand and type. But having the marker board makes it super fast. Okay, so there's Honey Bunny. And then I don't think I'm going to do Hanging with My Peeps. I think I'm going to leave it. Uh-oh, missed a spot right there. All right, I think I'm going to leave Hanging with My Peeps. But I'm going to do, if I can find it, it's not in here. Let's do a gray for these little tags. That way they'll kind of look like they are silver, and we can they'll look like they're metal, like the little tags. that out of the way. I gotta clean some of this up real quick. Here's that. These little pieces. And there's our little Peep. Okay, so I'm going to set this off to the side. I'm going to throw that piece away. And I'm going to throw this piece away. And I just clean that up for a second. Okay, so I've got my O for Peep's sake. I need another piece of tape because these letters are super, super, super little. Yes, ma'am, you can. I will send it to you. Okay, so these are super little. So I do want to tape these down to paint them. And I think we're going to do a darker purple. And I think I have 7, could be wrong, but I think I have 7 of these kits that are cut and ready to go. If anyone wants a last minute Easter project to do. All right, I'm gonna dip in my purple and then dab it on. Now, I think I'm only going to do 1 layer of purple because it's covering pretty well. And I don't want it to be super duper dark. But this having the tape makes it so much easier. Thank you, Miss Shelley. Okay. All right, that part's done. Let me see if there's anywhere else I need this purple before I put it away. I don't think so. I do want to go back over my green again. So mix a little bit of white with my green. Make it more pastel-y. I'm going to go into this and do one more quick coat. Do this one. And this one. My little Peep bunny. That goes in the back of the truck. All right, so those are all done. I'm going to do another coat of yellow. And then I think the only thing we have left is sanding, and I need to paint the trim. So let's see. Yellow. Okay, so my first coat of yellow had a lot of white in it. This second one is not going to have nearly as much. Has just a tad. Because I didn't want this to be super duper dark. But I did want it to stand out. So there's my yellow. I don't want to paint anything else yellow. That's the question. I don't think I do. I think I'm good with the other colors. So I'm going to go into my gray. And I'm going to paint those tags, the little round pieces. I'm going to put them right there. And I'm going to pull up these words because they are dry. I'm going to use this tape and dab my gray on. Friends, same thing I did a minute ago. I'm just going to cut this makeup sponge down. I tore that. You got to be real careful with the Peeps part. I tore my S off, but I'll glue it whenever it's time. All right, so I'm going to grab my gray, dab some of it off, and then I'm just going to pounce it up and down. And then I'm going to do the same thing for these frames. Just going to, I can't see that. I'm just going to pounce my paint on. Might need a little bit more. And I like it whenever you don't put too much paint on, especially for these like wooden frames, because then they kind of look vintage. Okay, so there is the first gray frame. I'm going to do the other one. Oh, sorry, I need a little bit more gray. All right. Okay. So I spilled some right here, so let me just use that. All right, so I'm going to let that dry for just a minute. I think we have everything else painted. So let's start gluing our pieces together. I'm going to use super glue, so it's going to glue pretty quickly. And in your kit, you're going to get a small tube of super glue. It should be plenty. You don't need much. I'm going to use this just because I like that this one has the handles, or the squeezy handles. And so I keep one of these at my craft table. I'm going to set this on. I'm just going to set that on and hold it for about, I don't know, 10 seconds or so. I'll get this one. This up next. Okay, now I'm going to do the truck goes right in the middle. So let me put, well, actually it goes down a little bit because we got to put the bunnies in the back. And we're going to put our little bunnies in the back here. Oh, you know what? I'm looking at this now and I wish I would have painted that middle bunny. Can y'all see that? Super cute, but I wish I would have painted that middle bunny a different color. So I think I may come back and paint that one yellow. So let's set that down. And then let's get this. And let's grab my black Posca pen and color in the eyes and the mouth. Okay. All right, there's the eyes and the mouth. And then we're going to put his bow tie on. And I'm sorry, guys, I paint with a trimmer. So sometimes when you see my hand start shaking, that's why. But we're just going to set his bow tie on there. And now we're going to do, I think I'm going to go ahead and do these letters real quick. The O for Peep's sake. So we've got our purple Peep. No, it wasn't the purple. Purple goes on the big tag. It's the little. It's the green. All right, so I'm going to put some glue on the back of this one. Okay, it's kind of off center. And then we're going to do here's the O. OH. Just going to put a little bit of glue, friends. You don't need much on here. set it down and leave it alone. And then for FOR right here. Ah. You gotta be real careful that you don't glue your finger to the letters. And then Peeps. Thank you, Alicia. And remember, I told y'all I chopped the S off. So I'm going to have to glue my S on separately. Just set it in place. And then sake. Let's see. Start sake over here. Now, a word to the wise. If you're worried about your letter placement after you paint it, set them back on there and just pick up one word or even one letter at a time. And then you can paint one at a time. Another thing that's super cool about this kit, I'm going to show y'all in just a second. Okay, so here is O for Peep's sake. And I am shaking so badly that I can't keep my letters where they're supposed to be. Okay, so O for Peep's sake. Okay, what's really cool about this is if you want to reuse this for another season, you can even use it as chalkboard on the backside, or you could glue a different shape to the backside and then just turn it over when it's time for that season. So like this would be fun for Halloween. You can make it almost reversible. All right, real quick, while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to grab my yellow paint and a little bitty brush. Get a little bitty brush and my yellow paint, and I'm going to paint this Peep. That way it's not the same color as the truck. I was not thinking about that when I painted. Okay, that's much better. I think I like that way better. Okay, so let's keep gluing. We're going to do this one next. Sure. All clean. Let's make it my frame. Add a little bit of glue. Friends, I don't put a lot. I know it looks like I'm putting a lot, but I promise I'm not. And line it up. And then I'm just going to kind of hold it down, hold it in place while that glue sets. Because once it grabs, like you're not going to be able to move it. So make sure it's where you want it. Isn't that pink truck adorable? I love the pink truck too. I need a pink truck in life. Mine's green, but I need pink. If they made the one I have in pink, I probably would have bought it in pink. All right, so we've got this piece and this piece that are finished. And we are going to add our bunnies to this one. Let me move this over so y'all can see it better. Move some of this stuff out of the way. Okay, so I've got my bunnies. The first thing I want to do, because I don't know what order I want my colors to be, I want to just kind of lay them out and figure out my color placement. This one's a little bit wet. I think I might want the purple on the end. Let's see. And then my purple. Yeah, I think I kind of like it like that. What do y'all think? Pink in the middle? Should I do green in the middle? I don't know. They're all so cute that I don't know if you can go wrong. All right, now this is one of those times where I'm going to lay my bunnies and then I'm going to pick them up one at a time to glue them so that I know they're in the right placement. Okay, so I'm going to pick one at a time. And I'm going to set them back down. Try not to move them too much. Those of you that don't paint with a trimmer, this will be a lot easier for you. You won't have to worry about yours moving because you accidentally touch it again. Okay. And I'm really liking this gray. What glue? This is just super glue. It's the same thing that comes with the kits that I sell. This is just a bigger bottle. So this is what, it's just this kind of glue, but in a bigger bottle. This one has like squeeze handles. And so it's like multiple use. And so I always keep one of these at my paint table because I use super glue so much. Okay, so there's that piece. Hey friends, oh, this is gonna be so cute. All right, let's set that one down. Now let's glue the honey bunny. This one has the banner and the little silver tag. Set that tag on. Thank you, Katie. I would love it if y'all would sprinkle this with your friends if you haven't already so they can see some cuteness and maybe be inspired to do something creative. Okay, I'm going to set that down. So there's Honey Bunny. And we already have this sweet little guy. Set all these so you can see them. And then this one, here's this one. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on here. And on, where did that other piece go? Oh, here it is. That's okay. Totally okay. I get it. I'm supposed to be working too. Well, I guess I kind of am. All right. So there's the little rickrack at the bottom. I've got my little tag. And then I've got my purple bunny. This super glue is just about out. It's just about run its course. Okay, so we've got all of these little pieces. I love the rickrack too. So like I said, I used to sew a lot and gingham and rickrack were like my favorite. So, well, hello, sweetness. I'm not sure who it is because it won't show me. You'll have to let StreamYard know it's okay for me to see your name. There was an update that was done with iOS, like the all the Apple products. And so a lot of you had granted permission before and it all got reset. So if you're like, but Kara, I already did that. I'm really sorry. I promise it's not me. It was Facebook. And so you'll just have to tell StreamYard that it's okay to share your name again. All right. I am going to start sanding all these down. And where's my, oh, there's my sanding block. Okay, I'm going to use the coarse side, and then we're just going to go around these. This will take a little bit longer, and if you have dirty hands, it's going to get on your piece. So I'm actually going to go like this when I do it because my hands have paint residue on them, and I don't want them to stick to my Mod Podge. This is going to be adorable. Some people can't take that that sound. Hello, Miss Dana. Hi, Nikki Arnett. You are very welcome, Katie. Thank you for popping on. I appreciate it. These pieces, I'm just kind of breaking them off as I get closer to getting. Well, I'm not happy that it's slow at your shop today, Nikki, but I'm glad that you could jump on. All right. I should have gotten up and like washed my hands and scrubbed them really good so that I wouldn't have to use this towel, but we'll make do. All right. Now, you're going to ask me what happens when, yes, Dana, I can see your name. I just saw that. It's so good to see y'all on. You're going to ask me, so what if I want to do this Mod Podge technique? And my pieces are like, there's a lot of little areas. Okay, I found this at Harbor Freight, and I want to show y'all. These are filing needle or filing, needle filers with poly handles. So they just have like a rubbery handle, and they can go into those little places and get that detail. So if you do have, oh, I pulled that off. I went a little bit too aggressively. But if you do have one of those spots and there's some detail that you need to work around, you can use one of these. So that is an option for any of you that want to use this on something that maybe has more detail. Pop that down so I can see where I'm sanding. I'm trying to listen for UPS because they're supposed to pick up today, and I don't know if they know they're supposed to pick up over here if they're going to end up at the house. So that's actually them right now. Okay, friends, I'm going to jump back off. I'm going to jump off, but I will jump back on a little bit later and show y'all the finished project. So thank y'all for joining me. I'm going to go ship your packages. Bye, friends. Have a great day. Hey friends, it's Kara here. So I was making a tiered tray set earlier. We were painting this adorable little set. Let me show you these pieces. And if you want the link, just comment below link and I will send it to you. But UPS showed up, so I had to jump off. So I thought I would come back now that I'm finished painting it and getting it ready, and we will put the tiered tray set all together. So one of the things I love to incorporate ceramic-y stuff and other things that I find on my tiered trays. So like you'll see, I have these cute little burlap bunnies that I found. I've got some carrots, a little bundle of carrots, and I have just kind of a stash of things like that that I stick with my tiered tray stuff. I've also got this crinkle paper, which is super fun. And I realized that my logo is covering up my face, so I'm sorry about that. But, okay, so I've got right here some twine, and I grabbed, oh, where did I put it? I grabbed a paintbrush, but I don't know where I put it. And I was going to poke this twine through these holes. I'm going to go from the back to the front, and we're going to make our little garland for our tiered tray. And I used Mod Podge and scrapbook paper earlier to make these little wooden pieces. And if you missed that, good, because it was a disaster. And after I got off my live, I realized the mistake that I made. I did Mod Podge on top, which you don't want to do until after you're done and use it as a sealer. So what I had to do, because my fingers kept sticking to it, thank you, Susan, is I just went over and with another sheet of scrapbook paper, and I only put Mod Podge on the back. And then I went around it with my X-Acto knife to get the shape, and then I sanded the very tip edges. So I've got 3 different patterns. So what I'm gonna do, and I'm not gonna thread the whole thing while we're live, but I wanted to at least show you how to do it. I'm just gonna go like this. No, that one I cleaned those holes out better. Can y'all see that? So we'll do that the whole way around, and then I'll figure out where I want it on my tray. I am probably gonna do it right here through the middle. And someone asked me what I use to secure it. So let me grab that and show you. All right, so my tiered tray is this vintage tray. And if you're looking for a fun, good tiered tray, I have one on my website. It's a DIY, it's a kit that you purchase, and that's what I'm using. And it has a lip all the way around the edge. So the way that I would secure this is either by tying it around the back. Let me pull this around to the back side. And I'm gonna use one of these like chip clips. I buy these at Dollar Tree. And I'm gonna clip the twine right to the inside of my tray. Okay, so I clip the twine right there to the inside. And then what I'll do is I'll pull, oh, I didn't cut it long enough. I'll pull this around all the way, and then I would clip it along the back again. And then I would just use something, obviously I'm not gonna leave that clip there, but I would use something like greenery. You see this? Like greenery or something like that, to cover up that clip. And you can use a smaller clip, you can use whatever you want, but somebody did ask that question last week, and so I wanted to make sure that I showed you. Hey, Erin, you're back. Hey, Shelly, you're back too. Yeah, so it just got crazy earlier. Now, another thing that I absolutely love, like I'm telling y'all, spring and Easter are my favorite times to decorate. These eggs. Guys, these eggs to me are like the cutest thing ever. So when y'all saw my pink truck earlier, got a little pink truck, I also found this at Hobby Lobby. And I found one for my St. Patrick's Day tray too. But I didn't like the bow that was on the, oh, sorry, let me scroll up. I didn't like the bow that came on it. So I took it off and I put burlap and a cute little bow on there so it would match my tray. But y'all saw this pink truck. Well, I'm kind of obsessed. I would love a pink truck. Look, and I put those eggs in the back. Now, I strategically placed them so that the colors that looked good would show. So I kind of worked with them for a few minutes. So there's that. And then another thing I'll show you is when I'm like at TJ Maxx and places like that, these kind of things are great because you can like put it, like let's say we were gonna put this right here and we wanted to prop up our O for Peep sake sign. We can prop it up right there against our bunny. And then what happens is when someone looks at it from the other side, they're going to see the cute little bunny. They're not going to see the back side of that sign. So I hope that makes sense. So I do a lot of those kind of things because when I'm walking in from the other room, the last thing I want to see is the back of all of my signs. So there's that. I'm going to put this back up here though, because I kind of like that one right there. I'm going to take this down. One more thing I want to show y'all. I'm going to put this back. Now let me show you. I had this kind of propped up so that it kind of stands up so that it's not just laying down and it gets lost. But that's not what I was actually going to show you. What was it? Oh, so my friend Amy Taylor, who designed this set, like she designed these little pieces that I painted today. She takes these tags like this. They look kind of bare like this. And she finds all this fun ribbon And she takes the ribbon. She kind of just gets some that kind of goes together. So I've got these 3 pieces. And you could get more, you could get less. One of these is twine. I think I'm going to do one more. Let's see. I think I'm going to do, I grabbed a bunch of different little ribbons. I have a huge stash of ribbon. What? Okay, Erin wants to know what marker board is. Marker board is that like whiteboard that they use at school. So like one side is chalkboard and one side is marker board. And what's cool is you could turn this over for another season and like write, I don't know, you could use the chalk markers and write on the other side of it. So these can be in the same thing, same with these, except I got paint on this one. I'd have to get that paint off. So I hope that makes sense. Because then if you need some other things to fill up another tiered tray set, then you can just put them all together. All right, so I'm gonna kind of twist this, roll it, and try to get it through this hole. If I get too much, then what I'll do is I'll take a paintbrush or something and I'll push it through. Okay, so it's getting stuck. And I had a paintbrush, I don't know where I put it. So I'm gonna stick this through here like so. I missed one of my pieces. So let me stick this one through too. Friends, I don't ever go live from over here anymore. You're welcome. But I was doing this afternoon and I was like, you know, this is something that I used to really struggle with, is putting all the things together. Okay, let me twist this like this. Okay, and then I want this big chunky ribbon to be even on both sides. And then I want the little ribbons to be on the opposite side. So I should have kind of done that before, but I didn't. So let me just kind of rearrange this after it's through the hole. Okay, so this is my big thick ribbon. It's going to be the back. And then all these little ribbons are going to be the part you see in the front. And I can trim these down after I'm done. But what we're going to do is we're going to grab all of them at the top. And this is what we've got. That's what it's going to look like. Oh, sorry. So that's what it's going to look like. And then I'm going to take another piece of this and I'm going to tie it very carefully. Sorry. You could use a clip or, oh, shoot, I'm sorry, friends. I need a table, I guess. Let me set this down. Y'all get the idea. But you could use a clip or something to hold all of those ribbons while you, I pulled the wrong piece. Shoot. There we go. Okay. All right. Let me show you what I mean when I say use a clip. So I'm gonna take one of these. And I'm going to clip all of those ribbons together. And then I'll set it down and I will tie right there at that base. I'm just going to tie a knot. I'm not going to tighten it yet. All right, so I tied just a real loose knot. Tied a loose knot just right at that base. I'm going to get all my ribbons the way that I want them. And then I'm going to tighten it. And then I'm going to tighten it again and make a big knot so that it won't come out. Let's see. Okay, I think we're almost there. That way you've got this super cute, all of these little fluffy ribbons at the top. And that way we clip some of these so they're not all quite so long. And yes, I am going to clip them right onto, actually I'm going to clip them into this bucket. Yep. Normally I just clip them right onto the floor and then I vacuum. I'm kind of obsessed with the vacuum. I don't know if y'all saw my Instagram post. All right, now I'm going to dovetail these edges. So to do that, I'm just going to dovetail these big ones. I'm going to clip it, put it together, and then I'm just going to cut it at an angle. These scissors aren't the best. so that it's like that. So I'm gonna do that on both sides, just so it's not so ratty. And I'll do the same thing with my other tag that says Honey Bunny. Okay, all right. So there you go. Now you've got the cute little pieces at the top. And then that can stand up. I'm just gonna leave it there for right now. And I will use other things like greenery. I've got these cute little sprigs that are Eastery. I've got this little jar, and I'll just kind of like play around with it all until it's exactly the way I want it, or it's close enough to the way I want it. Let me cut this. I love florals. So let me stick some of these. Let's take those out. I think I'm going to put these in. Yeah, I think I like that better. Okay, so now like I have this cute little bouquet. You can work with it and get it the way you want it, but put it in there and I'll have a cute little bouquet with little spring sprigs. And then I also found, which you can totally make one of these, but for the price and the convenience, I grabbed one the other day at Hobby Lobby. So I'm just going to take it and set it right here, and I'll put my little vase right there so that it'll kind of hold it so it doesn't fall out when somebody walks by and accidentally hits it. All right. So I'm going to keep working on this stuff and put it all together, and then I will show y'all a picture when I get it all finished. And anyone who ordered today, those will all ship out tomorrow, as long as I had enough already cut to ship. If not, they'll ship in the next few days. So I can't wait to see y'all. Please share your pictures with me. Hello, Miss Lisa, Diana. Hi, Miss Mary. So I will see y'all later. If y'all have questions or if you want the link, comment link and I'll send it to you. Also, Tuesday night, 6 Eastern, 7 Central, I'm going to do a reveal. If you'll go to textkara.com and shoot me a message that says reveal, I will make sure I send you a live notification before we do the reveal so that you can be a part of it. I'll see y'all later. Bye, friends.